I doubt myself, you know, if I can do all this by myself. Guys, okay, I'm just gonna start the vlog right here, unplanned, in this random moment, because I have been having a lot of thoughts and feelings all day, and I feel like I want to talk about it. All day today, there's this constant thoughts that's come up in my mind, and it is the fact that I feel like I doubt myself, you know, if I can do all this by myself. If you don't know already, I am leaving my marriage of 10 years, and I actually do have 3 businesses, 3 salons, and owning retail businesses. One of the things that happens all the time is that things break, and I'm just not a very handy person. I don't know plumbing, I don't know, you know, electricity. Like, I just don't know how to fix these things. A lot of things has been broken with my businesses lately, and it's just been like so overwhelming, because I can't always hire people to fix them because that's additional cost, and you know, yada yada yada. I don't know, today it's just been one of those days that I feel like, can I do this, like everything, running 3 businesses by myself? You know, my dog is also, we just got him neutered, so he is recovering and he stays with me. You know, it makes me think about like single parents. Like, kudos to you guys. I don't know how you do it, because oh my god, I am at one of my salons today, and it is a dog grooming salon, and there's a leak in the bathtub, so I'm just gonna attempt to fix it myself. Yep, I guess this is the way that I'm starting the vlog. I just wanted to, you know, film this moment that I'm kind of like struggling, feeling doubtful about myself and my future, and bring you guys along with me. So we're just gonna go in, and I'll see if I can fix this thing. It's dripping like that. It's actually quite bad, you know, so this is as real and raw as it gets, guys. I had a friend once, and he used to tell me when like we talk about something that we've never done before, or like basically like challenging each other to do something, right? And he always said, and it's something that stuck with me, he always said, like, what's the worst that could happen? You know, just do it. Like, what's the worst that could happen? And this is something that I always ask myself, you know, like this thing, for example, I know I've never tried fixing it, and I know I'm not the most like handy person, but like, what's the worst that could happen, right? I mean, like, it was already leaking, you know, the worst that could happen is that it probably is still leaking. It doesn't really go on very easily, and I guess I just need to tighten these, and I don't know if I should use this here or this one here, but I think maybe this one. I don't know. Okay. That is tight. All right, I'm gonna turn this on. Wish me luck. I don't know what to do. I feel defeated. Okay guys, I think I figured it out. At least the leak from here was fixed. I just put like Teflon tape wrapped around it, and now it's not leaking. So next, I just have to fix this thing. Watching at home, you're probably thinking, God, this is you know, like a basic knowledge, but it's not to me. Moment of truth. Oh my god. Mission accomplished. I'm very happy. As the morning hit, I was just reflecting on how I felt yesterday. I think when you just come out of a relationship or a long-term relationship, it is natural to miss what you were used to. For me, during that time of feeling overwhelmed, that things were breaking all the time, I missed that help from my husband because he technically was my partner in life and partner in crime. But thinking about it, a partner can be anything, and it doesn't always have to be a romantic partner. I think we need to differentiate between wanting a romantic partnership or needing someone to carry the load, needing someone to help you out with things. Because sticking to a romantic relationship just because you need someone to help you do things, to run the house, to fix things, isn't really a good reason to be in a romantic relationship. Because what I come to realize in that moment yesterday is that I don't really miss being in a relationship. I miss being helped. And therefore what I really need to do is to define support in adulthood in my own term. It's just a thought, but more on that later. If you follow me on Instagram, you may have seen my updates. I've been trying to get to 1 clean pull-ups for like a long time. I think I started working on it maybe like 2024, and then when I moved to the US, life just got pretty busy, so I kind of stopped training for 1 pull-up. But now I'm back at it again, and the way that I'm doing it is I'm using this resistance bands. So like today I did 3 sets, 5, 4 and 3 reps, and then when I get to like maybe like 6 or 7, then I will progress to a thinner band, and hopefully my goal is by the end of the year I should be able to do 1 clean unassisted pull-up. Because when I first started my pull-ups training or my fitness journey, I couldn't really do much at all. I was so weak, and it kind of makes me think about how healing works, because you don't just wake up one day and be strong. It's all about collecting those tiny strengths over time, and then one day you wake up and be a much stronger person. And in the past, I would say like last week, I was pretty in my head a lot, and sometimes it's not even taking 1 day at a time. Sometimes it's taking 1 hour at a time. 1 hour of focusing on myself, 1 hour of making that decision not to text him or drive by his house or even think about him. Sometimes it's about taking this 1 moment, 1 hour at a time, 1 day at a time, 1 week at a time, and then I know that one day I'll wake up and be a much stronger person. Not just physically, I'll be able to do my pull-up obviously, but also mentally as well, because progress is not linear. When your heart is broken, sometimes you just want to wake up and feel okay almost instantly, but unfortunately that's just not how life works. Sometimes to get to the point where you're okay again, you have to go through a phase of feeling a bit awkward, feeling a bit weak, feeling a bit shaky, and that's okay.
Someone told me that you need to call them and then schedule it, but I'm not sure.
Really?
Yeah.
I was told that they would send an email to us.
Well, Oh, that would be terrible because I don't really check my emails. I'm really terrible.
At the beginning of my journey, when I just broke up with my ex, I felt like I lost all the joy in a lot of things in life, big or small. And one of them was actually cooking. I used to enjoy trying things out, trying new recipes, but then life just got really busy and I was constantly stressed. So I would just grab anything that I could. But since it's been a couple months now, I'm slowly starting to make more effort to enjoy cooking again, because that's something that I used to enjoy so much. You know, making new recipes, healthy recipes. I have been putting more effort in making good meals for myself because that makes me feel good. And today we're making some steak with garlic sauce, which I am so excited to make and eat. It makes me think about my grandmom. I remember her last couple of years before she passed. I noticed that she didn't enjoy cooking as much as she used to anymore, and she rarely cooked. When I asked her why, she said she lost the joy in cooking because there was no one to cook for at home on a daily basis. The kids are all grown up, grandchildren weren't there anymore, so she didn't really have any real reason to enjoy cooking again. And I remember at that time, it made me very sad hearing that, but now I can kind of relate to what she was feeling. Anyway, where was I at in terms of support? Have you ever heard a saying that it takes a village to raise a child? I think with businesses, my businesses are my babies, and therefore I need to build my own village to raise all these babies or to run my businesses. And therefore, what I have decided to do to help me ease the load of work is that I am going to choose my own type of support, and that won't be a romantic one. I have decided that I will get a personal assistant to help me organizing my life and my schedule and make things run smoother.